Thanks to everyone who have subscribed. If you have not, please do. And thanks for coming out here. I really appreciate you. Tension mounts in Taraba as Governor Ishaku remains on scene for over 80 days. Since leaving the state capital, Jalingo, in December 2019 and moving to Abuja without transferring power to his deputy, Ishaku has not been seen in public. There is a growing tension in Taraba State at the moment following the disappearance of Governor Duros Ishaku for over 80 days. Since leaving the state capital, Jalingo, in December 2019 and moving to Abuja without transferring power to his deputy, Ishaku has not been seen in public. His last official outing in Jalingo was on December 19, 2019, when he presented the 2020 budget to the state's House of Assembly. 3 days after that day, the governor left the state and had not returned since that period. The opposition in the state believe Governor Ishaku ought to have transferred power to his deputy while leaving Taraba. According to them, his continuous stay away in Abuja runs contrary to Section 191 of the Constitution, which requires him to transmit a letter to the Speaker of the House of Assembly whenever he was going to be away for longer. The governor has recently explained reasons for his public disappearance by stating he was receiving medical treatment for a domestic accident. However, Ishaku did not give details of the nature of his domestic accident. Some observers believe that the governor could be critically ill, and that was why he had been transferred away from public glance for several weeks. Well, the news reaching us at the hour is that the governor of Taraba State has not been seen in public for close to 90 days now, over 80 days. His last appearance was in December 2019. By March 19, it will be exactly 3 months he's not been seen. Yet, the governor of the state ought not to be away for that long a period of time. He ought to have transferred power and should have mentioned to people duly that he was receiving medical attention for this and that. I don't think there is a problem. We are all human and anybody could be ill at any time due to one thing or the other. And when deserved medical attention should get one. So a governor explaining that he's away, but has not been seen because he's receiving medical attention, I don't think that's very acceptable. It shows the kind of African mentality kind of thing where we don't want somebody else to stay in our place. And we feel that, do you catch my grift? Do you catch the gist? Because if you know you'll be away for such a long period of time, why not let the house know properly, hand over power to your deputy, and receive medical attention so people in the state can, accord you the respect, wish you well, pray for you, and things can go well even without your presence. Meaning for over 80 days now, nothing has been done in the state. No project has commenced because they will need governor's official signature and all that. So these are some of the issues now plaguing Taraba State. This can only be done in Nigeria. This can only be done in Nigeria. After 3 months of not being seen and powers not being transferred accordingly, this man could be taken to court and could be termed and could be taken away from his position, could be transferred to his deputy, But if due process has been followed, he has properly informed those that he's working with. It shows integrity, it shows transparency. I don't know exactly, for sure what the issues are. Like you heard, he said he had medical emergency and he had to, receive them, which he deserves. He needs to get medical attention if he's ill. However, the things have to be done decently and in order. You don't put people in a limbo, especially a state. The state is more than you. You are a part of the state, but you don't put people on limbo and just go on endless, outing and just say you are ill. It's not a good enough reason, and it's not good enough in any standard. You should be able to tell the people of the state, as the number one citizens, these are the issues that are going on. I'm not feeling too well. Everybody will understand, I believe. And everybody will be able to say, oh, wish you well, and even whoever you have put in place can, things will be going on even without your presence there. And when you come back, you'll be thoroughly celebrated, you know. You cannot live indiscriminately without informing anybody. Just leave when you feel and be telling people that you are not feeling well. That's not acceptable. No. And the house of the speaker, the deputy, nobody knows exactly where you're about your whereabouts. This is not acceptable. The house of assembly, nobody exactly know exactly what is going on. No, it's wrong. In no terms, no part of that statement is it right at all. There is no part of that statement that is saying what you are doing is right. Taraba State deserves better. If you are before you became the governor, somebody else has been the governor of that state. And after you cease to be the governor, somebody else will be the governor of the state. So you living without duly informing the people of the state and making sure that things are done decently and in order is not right in any way or standard. People of Taraba deserves more. Please, wherever you are, could you please duly inform your people and transfer power properly, duly and correctly so that things can go on even without your presence. You don't need to be there for things to go on. You don't. You don't have to be there. Before you came into power, there were people there. And when you cease to be the governor, somebody else will take the place. We should learn in Nigeria to do things decently and in order. Nobody is a master of all, and nobody is an automaton of power. You were voted in by the people. You owe the people that much to be able to tell them, to inform them duly and orderly that this is going on. I will not be around for this and this and that reason. This is what is going on now. I need to attend to myself. There is a case of medical attention. I need to look after myself, my family. I need to be well for my... Exactly. Then everybody will be able to say, oh, the governor is not around for these reasons, and everybody will understand. It's only in Nigeria that things like this can be done. I believe there should be part of the constitution that gives directives. If you have not been seen for 3 months, 6 months, things should be able to go on without your presence. Even the president of Nigeria, Buhari, the other time he had to travel for medical reasons, for one reason or the other, he had to transfer power to Osibanjo, the one he was away, when he was away for a very long time. And by the end of the day, people said he was dead. There was an alleged information that he was dead, that the person now in Nigeria, Aso Rock, is alleged Jubrim, but at least within that period, he was away for medical attention where he was very ill, and he went to the UK. Although he's telling people not to go to the UK, not to travel abroad for medical attention, when they've not put things in order, when the health system in Nigeria is nothing to write home about. But at least he did the right thing. He did the honorable thing. If you are charged to court now, irrespective of the fact that you are ill, you will still be charged and you will still be persecuted for not doing things decently and in order. What you have done now is not acceptable in any way or standard. It's very wrong. You cannot leave the state without proper information, without duly informing the people and adequately, informing them and putting things in order. It's not done in any way, action or ways, not at all. It's not acceptable. So these are the things going on now. the tension mounting up in Taraba State. I would like to hear your take on this matter. What are your thoughts? This is my opinion on what the state of the governor of Taraba has done. He's left without duly informing his people, and when they tried to contact him, he said he's receiving medical attention. Do you think that is a good enough reason for him to leave for a period of close to 3 months now, almost over 80 days, close to 90 days, without duly informing anybody and transferring power when necessary? Please leave me a comment. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe. Click on the notification button so you can get all our latest news. God bless. Bye.